This is me back in 2025, and this is me now after 2025. You see how the difference? It's crazy. Now, how did I exactly did that? Today we're gonna find out. Today's topic will be about rebranding. What exactly rebranding? Why do people do rebranding? And how exactly can you rebrand yourself? Today we're gonna find out what and why and how. All about rebranding. Let's start with definition of rebrand. So essentially, rebranding is a strategic process where you reinvent or redefine yourself in respect of habits, self-image, as well as identity in order to match with the newer or higher standards or vision that you have for yourself. Many people have misconceptions that rebranding only focuses on business and networking, but it also applies on your personal habits and lifestyle. This is a phase or a process where you reinvent yourself to match with the ideal image of yourself. Too many years of that, but you get the idea. In easy term or in simpler terms, it's like a leveling up in order for you to achieve better well-being, self-fulfillment, and control or manage your energy overall. I'm sure not many people know, but I am a very goal-driven person, and once I put a goal or target on whatever I wanted, most of the time I would never stop until I got to that point, until I got what I wanted. That's how goal-driven I am. And this includes having careers as well as achievement in life. During my degree years, first year, I was lost. I was having identity crisis, not an extreme identity crisis. It was like a mild identity crisis. I was not sure how I'm supposed to project myself. I'm not sure how I'm supposed to carry myself in the sea of people in university. I'm not sure what is my self-image, despite me having a list of values and principles of life that I adhere to. This prompted me into a question: who is actually Irdina Hani? Like, who is she? Like, how she dressed, what she eat, what she did, how she studies. Who is she? What her goals? How people see her? How she see herself? Is she kind? Is she courageous? That's kind of question that makes me wonder, did I even know how I came to myself? Like, who is myself? And so that led me to opening YouTube and ask those questions. How do I figure out who am I? How do you know yourself? I found out certain things, and that's how I stumbled upon rebranding. That's why. So for people who knows that rebranding is a conscious process or a strategic process to reinvent yourself to align with deeper vision or higher standards that you have, you will definitely love rebranding, because it's in a way it's a way for you, or it's a medium for you to start acting like how you want you to be, figure out who or what you want to be. Trying to achieve to that is faking it, or at least practicing it, and then by sooner or later you will get to that position, you will get to that point. Rebranding requires discipline. It requires mental fortitude. It requires you to look inside and outside in order for you to recreate yourself. So that's why many people are stuck, or many people find it unappealing or hard to do rebranding. But once you figure out yourself inside and out, I guarantee you, nothing, like definitely nothing, would stop you from giving or achieving what you want, aside from God. That's a bit deep. Now let's delve into how exactly I did it. I simplified this step into 3 categories, not steps, basically 3 things that I did personally in rebranding myself. And I also included examples of my life. Thank you. Let's go. So the first thing, or one of the aspects that I would encourage you to try, is to find your authentic self, and this includes outside image and appearance. What do you mean authentic? I mean authentic in a way that you exist as you and not from other people, ideas or anything. Your essence are projected in the world using clothing, ideas, words, actions. You are you, and that's how people see you, not as a product of somebody else, of a trend, or something that is not fundamentally you. So that is authentic. You being you in the world that full of many other people. Uniqueness comes from the fact that you are the only one of you. There's no one else like you. There will be nobody else like you, and you can never be like anybody else. That's an essential concept that you have to understand. So, with this being said, many of the trends or outfits or makeup or attitude or styles or lifestyle or personal habits may or may not be suited for you. So in this case, you have to figure out what do you want and what's suited best for you. This is the way you project yourself to the world. This is the way you show yourself to the outside people. Who are you? What are your values? Many people don't understand that, but your choice of clothing, how you appear, your choice of accessories, your face resembles your inside. So, I would love to highlight that despite all the things I've said, it is important that you dress in a way that you feel the most comfortable, the most confident, and you feel enjoyable when you're wearing that way. When you're wearing such clothes, you have to feel fun and enjoyable. It's not supposed to be stiff. It's not supposed to be overwhelming. It's not supposed to be fake. Remember, you have to be you. So in the choice of clothing, it has to resemble your taste. Not what is acceptable to the society, not what are people expecting you to wear, not the standardized clothing that is trendy right now, that mass of people are wearing. No, you have to wear what you want to show you. Shows your core identity. This include makeups. Okay, let me tell you, back in 2024, my first year of degree, I was 20 years old. I have no idea of how makeup works. I have no idea what are my face shape. I have no idea what my eyes shape. I have no idea what clothes are better suited me. Is it flowy? Is it a dress? Maybe skirts or pleated skirts? Is it jeans? Maybe casual dress? I have no idea how I'm supposed to dress. I have no idea what are my body proportions. I have no idea how I'm supposed to show myself outwardly. And I will put here pictures, basically pictures of how I used to dress before I did my own study about myself, my physical appearance. When I'm wearing this, I am not fundamentally me. I feel not exclusive. I did not show my essence. It's like I'm just like everybody else. I'm wearing something that everybody else is wearing. Same template, same colors, same style, just different faces. Which is humbling because I realize in order for me to appeal to my higher standards or vision that I have for myself, my goals, my future, I should not be wearing something that does not suit me at all. I don't feel happy in this clothes. I feel confident. I feel my essence or my image is projected in a way that I want it to. And this is how I look right now in the different clothing and different faces. So self-discovery does not only on inside but also outside. Why I put physical appearance first? Because sometimes when you start dressing up or putting effort in your physical appearance, it will trigger you into discipline, into learning. Putting effort on your outward will gain you the most instantaneous effect of rebranding. Once you taste that effect or that result, you will eager to know what else can you change for you to align yourself with a higher or better version that you, your future self have. Right, now moving to number 2. After physical, of course, we have to touch the mental or the perspective or the mindset factor that you need to at least redefine or reconstruct in order for you to evolve or leveling up into your better version of yourself. This includes mindset, this includes self-belief, this includes daily habits that you may realize or may not realize is shaping your engagement, your belief, your success, your approach to the outside world. Your mindset is the key of how you navigate your life. So your perspective matters. Shifting your perspective from a limiting belief or something that is not self-sufficient, you're not admitting your weakness and advantages, may lead you to ignoring your potential, may lead you to keep living in your comfort zone, may limit your access to better opportunities. Okay? So what I'm saying is that it does not mean that you have to discard your old perspective. I'm saying you should see how many perspective, how many mindset are beneficial for you, and whether you need to reconstruct it or whether you need to discard it immediately. That's how it works in here. Rebranding is not renewing yourself from scratch. It's in matter of leveling up or modernizing your current equipment into something better. Okay, it's boosting, not removing everything and then adding everything. That's completely through a strenuous process. I don't want to do that. I'm sure you also find that strenuous. I note that sometimes beliefs that or habits or characteristics that is centered on negative things, such as mindset of scarcity, fear of missing out or FOMO, needing validation or acceptance externally, as well as mindset of giving up, are some of the examples of many people find fulfillment in life is hard and they become lacking in authenticity. Sometimes this mentality will let you or limit your imagination, limit your desire, limit your discipline. Okay, so in my case, before 2025, I think, before last year, when I was in my first degree of, I was having existential crisis, as I told you, and back then I told you I already have certain characteristic or values that I hold. I know I am like this and I am like that, but in a new environment, my mindset shift. Now the question becomes, if I acted like this and if I acted like that, will this society or my classmate accept me? Will I be easier to make friends? Will it be easier to make friends? Will I able to adapt with my lecturers? Will I able to join many things if I do this? And those doubts, those concerns, those worries limited my actions. Somehow, I was hoping to get external validation or acceptance for me to be myself. So that's a classic example of limitations. That mindset can limit what you want and what you can do. I dress like other people. I did not pay attention to what I have. I did not engage in many activities because I'm afraid I might be becoming too strong. The thing is, I know I am a very straightforward and engaging person. I am very proactive. I am very outspoken, not loud-spoken, outspoken. But sometimes this mentality limits me from behaving such way because I feel like I need to be accepted. And so I did not do anything that I would love to do. I did not feel happy. In fact, I keep questioning. I was feeling regret every time I did not raise up my hand to answer question. Instant regret. Every time I did not participate in any conversation that I would love to join, instant regret. Anytime I did not come out on the stage, instant regret. I have no idea how I did not realize that I was meant to do such thing. It's simply me. I'm just being me. That's my authentic self. And once I have that click, I'm like, okay, we need to change this. And so I open up YouTube. Many actually YouTubers will guide you to shift in a mindset that will limit you. I can give you some example. We have the wizard list. Despite the controversy, I found her video quite realistic. Some people would not see the vision, but I listen to her when I need real cold hard truth. So the wizard list, and then we have Tamkau, the big sister of the YouTube. This is the big sister, and then we have the Persephone. Persephone is the girl when you want to learn like authentic. She is an icon for being authentic. And then we have Via's journal entry. She's stunning. She's amazing. I love her videos. She's very realistic and she's very honest. We have Eat Girl Playbook. See how many channels I'm giving you? Yeah, all of these are gems for me. I love watching it. You don't have to take everything to your heart. Sometimes it's just to listen and observe and figure out which one are better or good for you, and then you take it. Some things may or may not align with your values, and that's fine. Right now, what happened is that when we become aware of our own strength and weaknesses involve your insecurity, your deepest desires, your deepest secret, the part of you that you wish nobody would know, even your mom and dad, even God. When you realize and accept that part, I assure you, nobody else, and I mean nobody, would threaten you in any way. The way I accepted myself, bad and good, to the point when people criticize me face to face, I did not feel attacked, because in a way I already know that. And nobody can hurt me by saying those things to my face, because I already acknowledge that. I am the person who know that first before anybody else. So you cannot come to me and attack my personality or attack my character, because I already knew that. The thing is, when you acknowledge this, second step would be improving this. Find it disadvantageous, you find it bad, it's something that you are embarrassed about, shift it. Oh, I forgot to mention some of the things that these channels or the rebranding in the mentality part that I did, I would recommend. Journaling is a very good step in you to discover yourself. Self-discovery is a long life thing, because you keep evolving at every stage of life. You enter university, different you working, different you get married, different you have a son, a daughter, different you had a grandchild, different you're on a deathbed, different you. So it's a lifelong process where you keep learning new things about yourself. So journaling helps you keeping track on whatever is happening, on whatever you're feeling, and whatever you're thinking. And the best thing is, for me personally, I did not consider journaling as a daily type of thing. I journal whenever I feel emotionally frustrated, or I journal when I feel it's difficult, during difficult time. I journal when I feel like I'm losing myself. Sometimes you can try and you will find out that writing it down will make your thought more clear. Other than that, I also do self-affirmation, and I create trust. Okay, many people don't understand. What do you mean you have to create trust with yourself? Trust with yourself are important because one thing I believe in this world is that no matter in what situation, even in the hardest time, the only person you could be depending on is you and God. Nobody else. You and God. That's two parties that you will have no matter where you go. Your family can turn your back on you. Your friends can turn your back on you. If you have a very good family, that's good. Keep them close. If you have a good friend, that's good. Keep them close. But you also need to remember when you're going hard times, these people are not obligated to help you in any way. They can support you, yes, but do not expect them to solve the issue for you. So in this case, the one who is responsible to help you is you. That's why it's important for you to create trust with yourself. Okay, now how exactly I created trust with myself? It's quite simple. Whenever I make promises with myself, for example, if I finish this by 5 p.m., I would get ice cream. And whenever I did that, and I did finish it at 5 p.m., I would literally get myself ice cream. It's fulfillment of your words for yourself. Start with smaller things. If I woke up at 3 a.m., I would do this. If I woke up at that, I would do that. If I did this, I would have that. Simple things, not very big yet. And sooner or later, you will realize you are trusting yourself more and more. And when times call, where you have nothing to depend by yourself, you will perform in faith that you know yourself will keep your words. So that what happened to me. Last year, it's been so hectic, it's been so chaotic. I shed tears. I was sad, I was angry, I was frustrated. But despite the hard times, despite all the hard times, despite all the people, despite the situation, I keep showing up to things. I keep showing up to my class, I keep showing up to my work, I keep doing my thing, I keep doing my research, I keep doing my writing, I keep doing my YouTube videos, I was showing up to myself, no matter how I was feeling, because that's my promise to myself. So for number three is what I could tell the hardest part of rebranding. I told you before, rebranding requires discipline. You have to keep going because rebranding is not a simple step, it's not a simple process, it's a strategic process, yes, very advantageous, yes, but it also can be hard because you are essentially doing the work. You are constructing yourself, meaning you have to acknowledge the worst part of you and you have to see what part of you need to do better. You have to acknowledge your weaknesses and you have to do study on yourself inside and out. So it's a thing that requires constant effort. You have to keep going, and sometimes the process of rebranding will cost you your friendship, your love, your family, your workplace, your outside engagement. Because why? When you are so concentrated on being yourself, in shaping yourself that fits the ideal vision that you have, some people will feel threatened. Some people will lose their access to you. Some people would feel like you are disregarding or you're changing, which makes them feel weird or serve them no purpose. They feel like you are no longer with them. They'll feel like you are no longer accepting them, or they'll feel like you are no longer serving them advantages. They could never hold you for their own benefits. Sometimes it can be like that. So personally, I did lose a few friendships last year. Does it hurt? Yes. I still think about it till today. Even if I lose certain relationship, it is important to note that I'm doing this for myself. I know that the version that I want to be is better, and for me to be like that, I have to do what I need to do. And if it costs me my friendships, that means they are not the type of friendship that I am supposed to have to be like this, to be this version of me. And so I let it go. So that's a challenge. What I described to you, what I just said, is a challenge in rebranding. And what I would suggest is for you to just enjoy the challenges. And what can you do is to keep going. What can you do is to keep going. Little by little, sooner or later, your effort will be rewarded. You will feel and you will realize in the future, God, thank you for making me do that. Thank God I stick to my belief and to reinventing myself. Thank you, Ya Allah. You will feel like that, I promise you. Overall, one piece of advice for people who are interested in rebranding is that you need to see who you are at the very core, and then how would you go? Where is your direction? After you find those things, the next step would be keep going. So I grown so much in 1 year compared to 2-3 years I have prior to that, and I would love to show some of the things I achieved during last year. First thing I did to reinvent myself was to go out of my comfort zone. So this is me in theater. Yeah, I joined theater last year, and last year, yeah, 2 theaters. And then I also perform or organize programs under my society. I am the program director. Sometimes I'm the deputy program director. I am also performing as the treasurer or secretary. If I'm not one of those, I'm probably external relations. I'm the one who connected with donors and everything. So this is the pictures. And I engage more in my classes. I do my presentations in my way. What do you mean in my way? No notes. I'm freestyling my speech and presentation. And let me tell you what, my lecturer loves me for it. Last year, during August to October, I was abroad alone for a short semester in Indonesia, Surabaya, Indonesia. Here are pictures me with my class. And during this period, I also went to so many adventures. I hike so many mountains. I enjoy the view. I meet new people. I try new foods. It's crazy, and I do it all alone with my friends instead of my family. And that's it. I am astonished. At 21 years old, I did this, and I'm very proud of myself. Would I say rebranding is worth it? Yes. Rebranding is worth it. Would I say it's easy? No. No, it's not easy. God knows how many tears I've shed during the process. God knows how many emotional outbursts I had. But the outcome is like this. That's all for today. Hope you enjoy today's deep talk. Girls, I am trying so hard to not make it serious, but it turned out serious anyway. And I hope everybody who are on their rebranding journey to keep persistence, to keep going despite all the things. And for those who are interested, to start.